Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Pub Shed chat section of the show. The chat shit shed, I think I started to call it last week. Chat shit shed. It's the part of the show where we do the Pub Shed stuff of a quiz, all that sort of messing about. And with me, I've got our resident Sheddies. So first of all, let's bring in Dave of the Hardy Arms in Leicester. How you doing, Dave?
Very well. You got that right.
I have got that.
I was wondering if you were going to say, "Here comes Dave. He's from Hartlepool."
I'm doing it in this.
In the Patriot lockdown bar. It was almost like you thought about as you were saying it. This is Dave. And he's in the Hardy Arms, and he's from Leicester.
Here's Dave in the Patriot lockdown bar in Seattle.
Yeah.
Well, I brought you in first for a change. Normally, you I know he'd bring you in second, Andy and Dave, and I never know which way around it is. Dick and Ed and all that. No one really knows, do they?
Nobody knows.
You were here last week. Obviously, Pablo stepped in for Mr. Dunn. How are you doing, Andy Dunn of the Dunning in Stoke?
Yeah.
Oh,
Didn't really know Halloween.
How's it going? I mean, first of all, Andy, Happy New Year to you, because we didn't get to say that to you last week.
Are you too late now? Right, carry on.
Did you have a good break and all that, though?
Yeah, it was very good.
It was that good. I wanted another week off.
Yeah, that's it. I think I deserved one.
Get up to much? Go anywhere nice since the last time we seen you?
New Year, we went to Betsy Coed in the camper van. Nice chilled. It rained from Friday to Monday while we were there. Plenty of beers. Bought some back. Landudno's finest, wild horse, off season.
Very nice.
Collar. Mercury off brown beer. It's really nice.
Yeah.
I'll talk about it a bit more in a minute. Got myself a new t-shirt. This is Wild Horse.
Very good.
Wild Horse crazy. Mad. And then while we were there was a Purple Moose shop in Betsy Coed. So I got myself a new tin sign. So I've got to find a spot to put that up. So treating myself right royally over New Year. And in revelation of Dave's jaded Christmas, in terms of he's gone off the summer haze and gone into the dark stuff. You mentioned HP sauce last week. HP sauce, condiment special. One thing specifically special about this one is this says Camden Town Edition.
Ah, there it is.
It's accompanied by HP sauce beer.
You've got him.
Yeah, my cousin bought it me for Christmas, and he just sent me a laughing face with HP. I bought you some HP sauce. So yeah, Dave's revelation. I've got a few bottles of that knocking around now. So let's see what that turns out like. But yeah, all's good here.
Very good. And yeah, what were you up to last week, Dave?
What did we do last week? Not a lot, really. H went out for a girls' afternoon out, which ended up into a girls' evening and night out as well. So I just chilled in the bar, really, with the dogs, put some music on, drank some...
I saw her take a leaf out of your book, Dave, and counting the number of drinks that she was posting as she went through the night.
Yeah, she tried to get to the double figure.
By the looks of it, she can't count because she started at 4, and then I think we lost her at 7.
Yeah. This is what happens when you start the game. I don't know why I do that. What it was, one of my friends went to Ireland and he did it and got to 19 pints of Guinness. So I'm trying to beat him. So it's just like every time you're out or when are you out having drinks, a simple picture of just a number. And then in the next morning, you can always remember how many drinks you've had.
So you're aiming to get to 19?
In one night, yeah.
What you up to so far?
10.
10. Wow. How are your innards after that?
Black. With a creamy top.
Oh, oh dear.
They're coming out like lumps of coal.
Oh, lowering the tone.
Guess who's
as
back?
Always. Oh yes.
Who's back?
What we drink, Andy? Are you actually drinking the beer that you picked up?
Yeah, I am. Yeah. So I mentioned
Yes.
this Wild Horse off-season hoppy red ale. It says it's a combination of rye and caramel malts, but it gives it this weird, really murky brown colour, let's say. But it's quite nice.
And is that the glassware for it as well?
This is a Wild Horse half
Nice.
pint glass. Yaki dar to all those Welsh people out there. But yeah, 5.3%. Very nice.
Do you have a number on your glass? Because Dave told me this, and I wasn't. I think I can't remember if I've been told this before and forgotten it. But yeah, you've got years on pint glasses, haven't you? Dave was telling me. There's normally an M. Not every glass. I think because I've established that. First two I picked up didn't have anything on them, but
this is a half pint. This is a half pint glass. It's got M23 on it.
Oh, okay.
It's the motorway junction services that sells these glasses.
Dave, what you on?
On a beer out of the beer. Do you know what? I don't know if it is the brewery, but it's called Citra a Ciagas. Don't know.
Okay.
It's a beer for
like Guinness
$2. Sounds like Guinness to you.
Yeah.
I mean, we could have some if you want.
Yeah.
Never saw it in the fridge. Yeah, just a nice Citra New England IPA, 6.5%. Really nice.
What box was that from then? Beer 52, but is it a particular theme?
I think it's just beers around the world. It's like the best of, I think.
Is it beers around the world and I?
Yeah. So we've got Mr. Wilcox from Shed of the Year. I always forget his name, right? His first name. And Andrew. The reason is Andrew, that's it. The reason is I always want to call him Russ Wilcox because Sheffield Wednesday used to have an assistant manager called that. So I can't get that out of my head. Anyway, Andrew Wilcox. So Andrew Wilcox, the founder and judge of Shed of the Year, which we've talked about various times across our span of podcasts, haven't we?
We're still living about 2020, to be fair. Wanting to Shed. So.
I can ask him. I was going to ask, have you got anything you'd like to ask him? Anything you want me to forward on to him?
I don't want to dig up old grievances. Like bygones.
We just want.
It was a woman with It was a potting shed with a gin table in it, and that was Shed of the Year. Unbelievable.
Well, this is it. I think it's not pub Shed of the Year, is it? It's Shed of the Year. I don't know if I'd seen. I don't know if I'll ask him about this, but did they actually add a pub shed category last year?
Yeah,
they did.
Pub and entertainment section.
There we go. So that makes a difference, doesn't it? So yeah. So because of that, my drink today is this one, which I meant to have at Halloween and forgot. I got it last Christmas, not this Christmas gone. One before. I think it was either Mark of the Ashmore Arms, John of the Tail Tavern, or Reg of I can't remember what they're called. Reg's Bar now. It's got a cool name anyway. It's his like name back to front or something. But anyway, they brought me this. One of those brought me this Night of the Living Shed from Torside Brewing, who I think are in Derbyshire somewhere. Maybe are they?
What's the sell-by date on that?
Yeah, New Mills.
Best before.
It is actually best before December 23. So I've got to drink it soon.
Oh, you're fine. Yeah, at least another 12 months in that.
It's in a bottle as well.
Put airs on your knackers, that will.
Yeah, I weren't gonna have a beer because I've got a touch of the man flu. But then I came and I thought I can't miss drinking this beer again. It's a good beer to drink when the Shed guy's coming on, Night of the Living Shed, and it's in collaboration with the Beer Shed, which I believe is a bar. Yes, an annual birthday collaboration with the legendary Beer Shed. So yeah, I'm having this. I weren't going to have it because I've got man flu, but I noticed it's only 3.3%. That's all right.
You need to kill it with alcohol.
That's what I'm doing. So, Dave,
have you got any 19.1% winterized porters knocking about?
Did you have that? I bet you didn't have it, did you? Oh, come on. You're going to have it in one of your episodes.
No.
There we go. Hey, there you go. It's your colour, that, Dave.
Whoa.
Bit of black on the white top. Whoa.
So, yeah, this Night of the Living Shed is a dark mild and it is a 3.3%. So,
mild.
You know what? I have had them before and I'm okay.
It's an acquired taste as the old mild. Yeah.
I think after all these years,
mild.
Oh no! I think after all these years, Andrew trying to get me to drink stouts, and you want to try this, try that, and I just didn't listen to him. And I think now gonna try some.
You've missed out. I've told you this. You won't get Dave drinking mild, and stay away from barley wine.
I think he might like that, Dave. There's not too much difference in it.
Pass it here. I'll have a try.
It reminds me of an old.
Chuck it over the fence.
Do you remember Theakston's?
Jamie.
Not Jamie, no. Yeah, it reminds me of a Theakston's, but darker. But yeah, nice. I'm happy with that. That's all right. Right. Should we stop messing about and have a quiz?
That's all the people are listening for.
It's time for the Big Pub Shed Pub Quiz with your host, myself, Jimbo, your contestants, Andy of the Dunning in Stoke, Dave of the Hardy Arms in Leicester.
Nearly did it.
Michael and Martin.
So yes, this is where we've got some quiz questions for you, and it's the Big Pub Shed Pub Quiz. We've got buzzers now, so I have made sure we've got at least 2 buzzer questions. Okay, so yeah, should we? I was going to say should we test your buzzers, but they both seem to work. One more time, Dave. Very nice. There we go.
Dave's worn his batteries out in his.
Yeah, I'm gonna take them out and rub them, I reckon.
You can't take them out. Look at that little screw, remember?
That little. I'll tell you something, after a few beers, you wouldn't be able to line that up, would you?
Your chance. Are we ready? Here we go. Your first question is a buzzer question, so buzz in when you know the answer, and if you think you know the answer, here we go. So, your first question is this one. Vault City have just released a trio series of beers paying tribute to which soft drink? I heard Dave first there. Dave?
Iron Brew.
No, Dave, it's Iron Brew.
I am fucking blue.
I am fucking blue.
Well done. Correct. Yes.
I have just ordered them as well.
So it's not the first time they've done it, isn't it?
Before you let you mull it over, how many spices are in Iron Brew? How many spices are in Iron Brew? Carry on with the quiz. I'll give you the answer later.
Okay. My immediate thinking is that is there more or less?
Colonel's secret recipe.
I was wondering, is there more or less than the secret recipe? There's 7 in there, isn't there? I think herbs and spices. Okay,
all the Spice Girls.
Yeah. All right. But yeah, the trio. So I don't know what. Do you know what the difference is between them? I've not really looked into it that much. Dave, do you know what?
They've brought Iron Brew, the original Iron Brew one that's in the middle of that picture. They've brought out last year as well, year before or something like that. So it's already been out.
It's a continual thing. Yeah.
Yeah, they've done an Iron Brew float, so basically an ice cream floater. So it'll just taste a bit more vanilla-y than normal Iron Brew, which I've ordered. And then the Fire Brew one, it's basically a spicy Iron Brew version, a spicier.
It's a ramped up.
Anybody loves a spicy ginger, apparently.
Wow.
Ginger. Yeah, a bit fiery, a bit spicy.
It's like drinking Old Spice.
Well, I'm going to keep that question in my head, and we'll find out what the answer is later. How many spices are in Iron Brew?
Yeah, no Googling.
I won't Google. Okay, so there we go. Dave has gone into a 1-0 lead. This is good. Your next question, we're on multiple choice now, so
I'm already doing better than I did last week.
Yeah, last week was a bit of a flop.
You were a bit slow last week, Dave, but we'll let that off because you've been drinking Guinness. You've been drinking Guinness up to that point, so we can let you off for being a bit slow the first week. It does take its toll, yeah.
So here's your next one then, and it's a multiple choice, so no need to buzz. I'll ask you both for an answer. So, what did Nethergate Brewery in Suffolk do to create their recent brew? They either invited the Ipswich Town squad to do a brew day with them, or they got AI, artificial intelligence, to come up with a recipe, or they brewed it with Ed Sheeran. Dave's immediate response there was the Ipswich Town squad can do one, because obviously they beat you, didn't they?
Yes. And we're playing them on Monday.
Again?
Don't mention Coventry.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was Coventry, yeah.
Coventry are in bad books.
Oh, yeah.
They did something naughty the night before the game.
Yeah, good on them.
What did they do? Is that in the news?
Yeah, they put banners up about the helicopter crash and stuff. And
oh, yeah.
It could be worse. It could be the Millwall fans from the week before.
They got arrested.
Yeah,
and apparently
I'm not even going to do it because it's outrageous. Yeah.
Apparently, 8 people have been arrested though from Coventry because of that.
Good.
So.
Okay. So yeah, what did they?
People from Coventry? They weren't at the football or anything to do with it. Just arrested 8 people from Coventry.
What did Nethergate Brewery do then? What did they do? Did they? What did they create this recent brew? Did they get the football team to come in from Ipswich and do a brew day?
If they called the beer Little Ginger, then they probably brewed it with Ed Sheeran. Or I've heard that he's got a relative still in rehab, so I'm not sure if brewing a beer is a good idea.
Or it could have been the AI, artificial intelligence, that they used to come up with a recipe.
It's going to take over 50% of people's jobs in the next 2 years, so it could be that.
Can it take over mine, please?
I don't think so, Dave. I think you're one of the exempt people. They don't. I mean, they barely trust you to do your job. Never mind AI. I'm replaceable. I'm done. I'm finished. I might as well start. I'm going to start a second company doing valet parking or something. Because can't take over that, surely.
I'm wondering if I can get an AI version of you two.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Well, you need one for next week. I've got to put holiday note in for next week. So
no,
right.
Too late. Can't.
Right, I'll have to go chat GBT then, whatever you call it, and write something in. Make me a Dave. Likes stouts, dark beers, Guinness. And I bet this one can drink 19 pints of Guinness.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do? Let's go Andy first. Which one are you going to go for?
I'll go with the AI. It's replacing us all.
Okay, AI then for Andy. Dave?
For me, it was either between AI or Ed Sheeran because I don't like Ipswich. So I'm going to say Ed Sheeran. Who
is also on the... Isn't he somehow involved in Ipswich as well?
He sponsors the shirts, does he?
Oh, there you go. You don't even want to choose that one, do you?
Can I?
Good boy.
Has anyone got the right answer? Somebody's got the right answer. Is it Dave or is it Andy? It's Andy. Well done. Yes. So, Nethergate Brewery. Oh, I'm getting a bit of echo.
Oh, echo.
Well, you sounded like you were in a fish tank last week.
Oh, well, I fixed that. But yeah, Nethergate Brewery, what did they do to create their recent brew? Yeah, they got AI, artificial intelligence, to come up with a recipe. The result is described as a sessionable pale ale, golden in hue with citrus and floral notes, thanks to a blend of Cascade, Amarillo, Sentinel, and I cannot read. Citra. I can't read on my screen. Citra hops. There we go. But yeah, and they've got. It looks like they potentially even got AI to do the artwork as well. I think you mentioned, didn't you, Andy, a few weeks ago or a couple of shows ago? Yeah, Azvex. They use AI for their artwork, don't they? There we go. Anyway, there you go. That's that question. So it's 1-1 now. Your next one then is another multiple choice, and it's this one. What has Heather Barrera from Edinburgh been in the news for this week? It's either taking her jumper-wearing cat to the pub with her, completing a world record attempt for pulling the most pints in 1 hour, or organising a zero-alcohol pub crawl. Dave, we'll ask you first.
Well, it's the month of dry January, isn't it? So I'm going to say zero alcohol pub crawl.
Yeah, good thinking.
I think Heather Barrera is maybe a cat lady, so I'm going to take a jumper-wearing cat to the pub with her.
Have you ever heard or seen of a zero alcohol pub crawl before, Anyone?
No.
No. I think that's just going. I think that's just like going McDonald's, like the different ones.
Yeah.
As many as you can get.
I think I've said this before, but I would love if like you can go to pub crawl and you can just go drink to drink and keep drinking, keep going. I wish you could do the same. And I know you'll tell me it kind of does exist, but I don't agree. I wish you could do the same with food. And my mate always goes, tapas. Yeah, that's not the same. I'm talking about having the physical ability in your body to go and have a meal in one bar or one place, and then another. Just keep going and having a burger everywhere you go.
Isn't that like the same people have like multiple Christmas dinners on one day because of families? Isn't that the same thing?
Sort of. I just wish us bodies could do that. Like, us bodies can take.
What you're saying is you want a burger marathon.
Yes, I do.
A burger marathon from every bar.
Yeah.
In the burger mile, and go in every bar and have a burger.
That's it. But I think like with beer, you can have 6, 7, 8, and you're okay.
How many burgers could you have?
Exactly. I'd have 2 and be sick, probably. Depending on what came with it.
Surely if they're meat-free burgers, they don't fill you up properly, do they?
Surprisingly, they're quite stodgy.
Full on cardboard.
Right. So who got this right then? So no one's seen a zero alcohol pub crawl, but has anyone seen a jumper wearing cat in a pub before? Because that was Andy's answer. No, not seen that either. Right. Know. And no one's going for the completing a world record attempt for pulling the most pints in 1 hour.
No.
Okay.
No, I'm sure that's based in somewhere in Dublin, never mind Edinburgh. So.
Right. Here we go. Has anyone got the right answer? Somebody has. Who got the right answer? It's Andy again.
Oh, there we go. Told you she was sounding like a cat lady.
Yeah. So she's got a 9-month-old rescue cat called Rosie. And it goes with Heather wherever she goes. And particularly to the pub. So obviously people take dogs.
I know somebody who takes their cat out for a walk with a lead on.
You do. At least they don't lose it.
Exactly, yeah.
There we go. So look out for if you're ever in Edinburgh. Have a look. See if you can see the Rosie the cat.
I'll be there in a couple of months, so.
You're going on a trip to Edinburgh?
Keep your eye out for Heather's pussy, mate.
Behave. Okay, then your next question. Let's have a look. I think this is an estimation question. I think this will be good one for Dave. A Guinness loving Irishman has been in the news after claiming he didn't get a hangover after he downed how many pints of Guinness in one weekend. Now we know that Dave's trying to get to 19 pints in one night. How many did this Irish guy have in one weekend?
I've seen it.
Dave's seen it, so I'm just going to make an estimate question, and Dave can put the actual answer. But
I don't know the answer.
I went to Stag Do in Dublin, and over the 3 days we were there, we had about 20 pints of Guinness, and then all the other things that go with it. So like two nights, 10 pints a day, and that was enough. Because I got to the Guinness factory and sat upstairs and I looked at it and just went. But yeah, so I'm going to say, let's say 30.
30 pints of Guinness.
Yeah. Just a correction, I believe that Guinness is not a stout; it's a ruby porter. So just clarification.
It's not black; it's actually
because it's red. Yeah,
red.
Okay. So that's 30. Andy's saying, Dave, you reckon you've seen this story? Then?
Yeah, and I'm not looking at my phone. I'm actually on Fuss Club.
Fuss Club time, yeah.
No, I've already done Fuss Club. I'm just adding to it. I've just had a message saying, "Can you add a Fuss Club to it?" Somebody sent me this news article, and if I remember correctly, it was about 83 pints.
Wow.
83 against 30. One man in one weekend. How many pints of Guinness did he manage to do? And by the way, I would point out, drink responsibly. This is not healthy. This is not advisable. This is very silly. I'd like to point that out. Do not do this, Dave. Don't do it. You shouldn't even be doing your 9. You shouldn't be even attempting your 19, Dave. That's very naughty of you. Drink responsibly.
Sorry,
Anyway, he did 81 pints. Well done,
Well, it
Dave.
looks like a combination of Dave and me.
Sean Bryan is called. He did 81 pints and claimed.
Has anybody seen him since?
Well, he claimed he didn't have an hangover, so.
Good
I
lad.
suppose if you're still drunk, you can't get an hangover, can you? That's the
Suppose
thing.
if you're in the hospital getting your stomach pumped, you can't get hangover, can you?
Okay, so your last question of the questions then.
Questions.
Question to questions is a buzzer question. So get your buzzers at the ready. Here we go. Okay, so here's your question. What giant snack did the buffet bar in Stalybridge Buffet Bar post a picture of next to a pint glass for comparison? So the buffet bar in Stalybridge, I can't remember who went for. I think it must have been Dave, I think. What are you saying, Dave? You don't know the answer, do you?
Yeah, I do, because I got sent this by
Oh,
morons.
Oh, I did not know that. Sorry, Andy, I've done you there.
What they're doing is sending Dave the answers and then sending you the questions for the quiz so they can win one.
Unfortunately, though, it wasn't phallus shaped.
It wasn't.
But it was a port scratching.
It was. There it is.
Whoa.
It's a big old scratching.
I said it
chopped down there.
It's like a leg of lamb or something, isn't it? A battered leg of lamb. It's massive. Next to a pint glass. I mean, I'd love that when I ate this kind of thing.
Pint glass or a third glass? Can't tell from that angle.
Apparently a pint glass.
They should have put the hand there as well. I'm just saying.
I'm sure it was the Ashmore Arms that sent me it.
It was. It was Sharon Peggy of the Ashmore Arms.
Oh, what did she tell you about the question?
No, I decided to turn it into a question.
Oh, did she send you it as well?
Yeah, she sent me it too. She alerted me to this particular news story. Like obviously, big shout out to Janet the Box Nouns as well, who does the same thing. She sends me lots of stuff through we can use.
I thought the question would be how many Crafty Craigs were at Crafty Craig's birthday. That's what I was wondering.
There was a few, weren't there?
There was 10 of them. Yeah.
Right, here we go then.
In answer to the question, how many spices in Ryan Brew? How many did you think?
So, I think there's 7 in KFC. That's the only thing I've got to compare it against, and it's a completely different thing. I'm going to say 12.
12, good number. Dave, how many do you think?
I was going to say 32.
That is the correct answer, Dave. 32 spices. 32 spices in Iron Brew.
Thing is,
I'm nailing quizzes today.
It's really annoying for Andy because he's brought up his own question and Dave's got it. Andy
sent Dave the answer first and then put the question in.
He definitely didn't. For some reason, as soon as you said it, I was thinking, I'm sure it's 32.
Correct. It's in Scottish folklore to learn that at school, along with how to capture and kill a haggis and Scottish Highland dancing around Christmas.
And you know what is quite funny? My brother's missus is from Yorkshire, Gargrave, Skipton, and that kind of end of it, like end of the world. She did narrowboat lessons at school.
Yeah, there's a lot of canals, isn't there?
Foot in the bridge. Yeah.
We always take the piss out of her for it.
And in other local related news, I believe there's a small inkling that there's a Stoke-on-Trent based Sure Shot beer on the horizon, named after a horse and a dog that once went to an oatcake shop in Tunstall. It's called Bacon and Chains. Keep your eye out for it. It looks amazing.
We will. You're gonna have to get that for the show. You're gonna have to.
I'm definitely getting it.
Yeah,
I'm definitely getting it. I'll put me, please.
The only other thing, Dave, is now you've got to name those 32 spices that are in Iron Brew.
How many can you guess? I think, to be fair, how many spices are there in the world? There can't be many more than 32.
It's 5. Baby spice, cherry Spice, Scary Spice, 40 Spice, Posh Spice.
An Old Spice. There you
Yeah.
go.
And Spice Ed.
Yeah. He lives around the corner from Dave, I think.
That's not Dave.
Okay, then. On we go to this. What's that pub shed sound? It's frustrating, isn't it, this game?
It is.
So
Sam put an answer in.
she put a few answers in, didn't she?
Yeah,
She said,
put an answer in. She don't think she got it, but she said, you've got one of them machines in your shed.
mm-hmm.
And she said the physics machine. That's what she said.
Let's remind you what last week's sound was first. Okay, so that was last week's sound. So we had physics machine as a potential answer, not correct. We had ice machine, not correct. We had, I think Sam also said one of those like bottle things, like where you put a bottle lid and it kind of goes down like a. Yeah. But no, it's not one of them. So lots of answers like that. And somebody did get it right in the end. And it was Cammy at the Cave 52 MPD who got it right. So one more listen. I'll give you a clue, Andy. This is something in my shed that's got your name, that's got your face on it.
A bin.
It's the bin lid, the swinging bin lid, and then a bottle going into it. There you go. That's what it was. Well done to the Cave 52 MPD. Cammy getting that right. But of course, that means we've got another one. So I'm going to play you one a couple of times. Have a listen. Don't say what you think it is because we're going to leave it for the listeners for the next week or so to try and have a guess what it is. They've been quite difficult and I am running out of sounds. So people are going to have to start sending me sounds from your own pub sheds because I'm starting to struggle now. But anyway, here's another one. Here we go. There you go. What's that pub shed sound? One more time. That's this week's sound. I'll leave it there. We'll play a song, and while we do that, in our extended and unedited, uncut edition on YouTube, Dave and Andy can have a quick chat with each other as to what they think it might be. So, Dave and Andy, any ideas?
It's got to be a spray bottle cleaning.
Is it spraying something? Yeah.
Straight away, easy. I think we needed an easy one after the last two, didn't we? There we go. It's antibacterial spray, yeah. So like what do you call it? Dettol type stuff that you.
All the brands are available from Heather and Foods.
And it's only 79p.
The Dettol spray, the beer, and the white spirit are all 79p. So enjoy yourself.
Right. Here we go.
It's gone too quick, that has, hasn't it?
That's this time. It's not very much, not much of an extended section, that bit, is it, this time?
I mean, we could talk rude if you want to for 10 minutes and give the.
You've got somebody spraying in your shed. Call the police.
I suppose for the unedited and extended edition, without saying when and what and whom, there is Dick and Ed on the horizon, isn't there?
It's like if you stare at the sun tomorrow morning, you'd be up, crack a dawn and make sure the sky's clear. But stare at the sun, you might see Dick and Ed on the horizon. And if you don't, this is sometime soon. It's
been a while since the last one, so you are due one, aren't you?
What did we do last time? Andy chose. That was your
Yonder.
Yonder. That was it. Yeah.
Yonder.
Over yonder.
It was the sour special, weren't it?
Yeah. Dave's going to say we're going to do Guinness. We're going to do four different cans of variations of Guinness. Guinness Zero, Normal Guinness, Guinness Extra Smooth, Guinness Nitro.
And one out of a shoe.
They're all going to taste exactly the same.
Right, look, this is how bad it's getting now.
Hey. No, that's not. They're not Guinness, Dave. That's different. That's
that one is.
That one is
forged.
That forged is very similar. Black art is not the same.
So, I'm trying them all. and seeing
Scotch and I'll get the name of it.
But somebody says to me, you can run that through the nitro surge.
Yes.
But you don't need to run that one because it's already a nitro can.
Oh.
So
if you had a physics machine, Dave, you could try them on the physics. The physics are quite good for stuff like that.
is it?
In fact, I think that Connolly's bar on Instagram, you've seen them. I think they're back now. They got hacked and then they got a new account. But they like the Guinness. And I think he swears, but I think he used his nitro surge, but only because his physics was out of order. And then as soon as he got his physics back, he was using that again because I think he prefers using that. There we go.
Ansbach and Hobdy Brewing, Dave. London Black. That's what you want.
Oh, I've got the poster of London Black down here.
Yeah.
Can you see it? There.
That's what you want to try, Dave.
I mean, I bought the nitro surge. So I thought surely that's the best way to have a Guinness at home. But I've not tried just a normal can of Guinness at home, just the nitro surge ones.
Mm.
But then the thing is, I started drinking Guinness, and I was like, said to the lads at work, "Oh, I'm going to buy this nitro surge." And then in the same day, 4 of us went and bought the nitro surge and spent nearly 150 quid at Tesco's on 4 nitro surges.
Have you poured one in your decanter yet?
I've not put something into my decanter. I'm waiting for a special juice, I think, to put into it.
I think a Guinness would go really nicely at that.
I'll tell you what, I'll go and get a normal.
Something get your chops around anyway.
I'll go and get a normal can of Guinness and fill it up, because then when the white's just at the tip,
you do realise I have spent the entire last week looking for a cock-shaped lava lamp.
If I fill it up and then the creamy goodness just tips out at the end, and just
you'll get it all over your face.
It really would be hilarious though if people took you seriously and actually did start sending you loads of cock memorabilia, and you're just inundated with it.
Yeah.
Just don't know what to do with it.
You know, on Christmas Day, I was like, I picked this box up, and obviously it's really light. There's no to it.
Don't shake it like that.
I put the box up and I went, is there even anything in this? She was like, this is probably going to be the best Christmas present you've ever had. And I just opened up like aftershave and clothes and all that stuff. And I literally opened, I was like, this is the best Christmas present anybody's ever bought there. Who doesn't want a peanut? You just need like glasses that are of similar shape to a lady's ramen. No, really.
Or a brown starfish.
That's what they need to do. They need to do glasses of the opposite.
Well,
I'll have a look on TV.
Or just a lid for it.
It could do with a bit of a cover over it, just in case it does seep out. You don't want any.
Oh dear.
All right. Oh, dear. I think we've done the unedited bit for YouTube can have that one.
I got a pub shed in my garden and a bottle shop in my town. I love the craft and perfect draft and a 2-for-1 discount. So when it comes to beer, I need a deal that'll keep the prices at a steal. So I'm calling up Martin Brewis.
Yes, time for Martin Brewis, money-saving beer expert. So, yeah, it's still obviously dry January, and, not everyone might be looking for beer deals and stuff like that at the minute. Might be cutting back, which is sensible after Christmas, obviously. everyone's spent up and stuff. But there are the odd few deals out there, and I've got one to start with, which is more of a bit of news, really. It's quite sad news, and Jan was the one who alerted me to it, and then I got an email as well. So so it's a bit of sad news. There's so Little Critters Brewery. They are still going as a brewery, but they are scaling back, and I don't think, from what the email said, that they're going to be doing the sort of like craft can stuff anymore. So basically, they had a break-in before Christmas and at their brewery, and they lost a lot of stock. And I don't think they've got the assurances from their landlord that they're going to be able to, have more.
Jan's box.
She does like that totally tropical. But yeah, so I don't think they've got the assurances from the landlord that they're going to get the extra security they need to continue running a web shop and storing the stock there and stuff. So they've decided to knock that on the head and just focus on the cask stuff, which they do really well, and they serve a lot of like Sheffield and Derbyshire pubs and stuff like that. They've always been really good at that, but it's a shame because they do some really, really good beers. But what that does mean is that if you wanted to grab a deal, you can, because they've done some reductions to try and get rid of the stock. Totally Tropical, which I know is Jan's favourite, 6-pack you can get for 20 quid, as you can Sabertooth, which is one of my favourites. That's a 5.8% IPA. You've also got McCall Blimey, which is a dipper. I think that's 23 quid you can get for 6 cans there.
That's quite a good deal for a double IPA.
Yeah, 7.7% dipper, yeah. And then a couple of stouts as well for Dave, your chocolate orange stout and your maple and pecan stout as well. You get 6 packs of them. So you can, basically, take advantage of that offer while they're trying to move the stock on. But yeah, bit of sad news, but bit of good news if you want to save some money on beer.
I'm saving money this month on beer, A, because I've not really bought any. And C, I'm cashing in on my vouchers I got at my birthday.
Very nice.
I've got a Fuss Club voucher. I've got a Trentham Craft Bar. That's come perfectly timed, that Trentham Craft Bar, because Putty's released next week.
Oh, yes.
So I've got that for free this year. And then a vocation one as well. So that'll be my little saving tip. Just use my vouchers I've had for 2 months.
We're Trentham Craft Bar.
I've got a saving tip.
Go for it.
Donny, I've got a tip for your vocation voucher.
Go.
Vocation have currently got 30% off special edition beers on their website.
Very good.
There we go.
So not only do you get free beer, you get it cheaper.
Cheap free beer. Perfect.
Vocation love a discount, don't they?
They love
a beer offer.
Mm.
You mentioned Verdant and the Putty release. So they were the Trentham are one of the bars, aren't they, on the releases? There's not many.
This comes out Friday. I'll be sitting in the bar Friday night.
So is this the first year they've been on the release? Were they in it? Ah, okay, very good, very good. You have to let us know what it's like. They've kind of sort of showcased a bit of the artwork and stuff, haven't they? I think in some of the posts. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Well, looking forward to
I'm gonna have it on tap. It'll be very green. People out there realise it's a big hype, but if you can get it, I recommend getting 2 because it's going to be expensive. Guarantee you'll be expensive wherever you buy it from. Get yourself 2. Drink one now. And drink one in about 3 months' time, because the difference in flavour between the beer being green and freshly canned and having it in when it's settled down a little bit is massively different.
Okay, that's good advice. If I manage to,
I know it's expensive, but what I'll do is try and get it somewhere, buy a can of it, and I'll drink it in May. So if you look back at my Instagram, I posted my last year's version in sort of May time.
I'll have a look, see if I can get hold of it. I know the Bear in Sheffield are one of the bars that have got it here as well.
I said, it's not exactly Martin Brewis though, because it's like
exactly.
It'll be north of 8 quid.
Something that is Martin Brewis though. I've got another one. Alphabet Brewing doing
back with a brand new bang. I'm so glad to see them back, because Juice Springsteen, obviously, he was a fan's favourite, wasn't it?
Yes.
And in order to sort of get them out, they've obviously gone through a bit of a rebranding. New cans look good. Not sure. I've not tasted any of the new beers, but they look good.
Yeah, they do. I like the can. Like I say, the can designs are great. But at the minute, their Triannuary box, $19.95 for 6 cans, down from 24. Not bad. And yeah, good to see a brewery back after. I mean, wow, was it about maybe 9?
It was a bit of a hiatus, really, rather than
a
completely shut down. But yeah, just glad to see him back.
Good stuff. Whereabouts are they from, Alphabet?
Manchester.
Ah, there we go. Yeah. So yeah, go and get yourself some Alphabet beers if you can. Did you say you had another one, Dave? Yours was a vocation one, weren't it?
Yeah, I just had an email just before we came on saying that there's 30% off the the special edition beers.
Nice one. Good stuff. So, like I said, I think Taylor Tavern will be after them because as soon as there's a discount at Vocation, Taylor Tavern straight onto it. So, and the last one I saw that you like this one as well, Dave, because I know you like your Siren beers. Triannuary mixed case with Siren as well. Who's buzzed in?
Siren.
Oh, very good. Yes, I see what you've done there. Very good. So this is a box of 10. You've got 2 330 mils and 8 440s for $38.55. Although it says use code TRY20 to get 20% off it. So I'm not sure if that price is after or before the discount.
Could be an additional 20% off.
Exactly. So that'd be quite a
Don't
good deal.
Forget to read more, whatever you do.
Yes, click on read more when you get a chance to go to their website. And yeah, so if
Is he gone?
Hello?
Is he gone?
He's gone? What's happened?
Oh my God, it's just us. We're taking over.
He's back.
Sod the little hamster. I mean, the little owl.
We thought you'd gone. You'd left me and Dave in charge, and we had a mild panic. We were like, we don't know what to talk to Andy Sheds about.
I don't know what happened then. I was trying to get back to you and everything just froze. But anyway, it looks like I'm.
Take over.
I bet Littlin had been on Roblox again or something. Anyway.
I bet she's using your card. Pay for it.
Probably. Right. So here we go. It's time for...
Hello everyone, I'm the Compare Without Compare, and here at the Ale and Audio Pub Shed tonight, I'd like to introduce our turn, Sheddie Mercury.
So, Sheddie Mercury, it is... I'm getting echo again. 1 second, it'll come back. Okay. Sheddie Mercury again. So, this time, it's Shed theme songs, because we've got Andrew Wilcox from Shed of the Year on the show this week. We thought we'd do Shed theme songs, but not really, there's not that many songs about sheds, but what we asked people to do was choose songs and change the name of the songs to fit Shed into it. That's what we were doing. Dave, you asked for one, didn't you? We played it a bit early. We played it already, but what was it you asked for again?
Sugar Cool. It was bouncing off the walls, but I thought bouncing off the shed.
That's it. Or you could keep walls in. It could be bouncing off the shed walls.
Shed walls.
I didn't submit one, but I did literally thought just, oh, such a perfect shed.
That's great. I might even do that as a parody song. You never know.
Yeah.
There we go. I like that. That could work. So anyway, that kind of thing. Now, Sheddie Mercury is singing as a song. You just need to get the artist and the song title. And hey, if you can change the song to Shed as well and guess what the Shed version of the song is, then go ahead. So here we go. Take it away, Sheddie Mercury.
Hanging in, ain't it nothing again, everything. Get up and feeling that way, and over time. When the time when hey, hey, and you need Hey, 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 hey,
That was a long one this time.
Wow.
So that was your first listen of it. Remember, we're looking for a song. Someone has chosen this for this week's show. We'll be playing it today. What is the song? What's the artist? Once again, here's Sheddie Mercury.
hanging and hanging, ain't it nothing again a minute. Gonna be feeling that way in the time. When the time when ain't that the pain? Hey, 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 hey,
Any ideas?
No.
I don't know the artist is, but is he dancing in the shed?
Yes, well done. What would it be? Dancing in the
Dark.
dark, and you can't remember the
remember who
artist. You'll be quite annoyed because you've literally just mentioned him.
No.
Andy, you've just mentioned him about 5 or 10 minutes ago, talking about Alphabet Brewing.
Juice Springsteen.
Yay! Bruce Springsteen, yes, the boss. Yeah, well done. And last week's, by the way, I forgot to tell everybody last week's. Quite a few people got last week's in the end. I didn't at the time. Did you get it when you listened back, Andy?
No, I hadn't got a clue. I think
No
I'd still be here thinking about it if he was singing to me.
So well done to a number of people. I probably won't remember every single person. Other than Nemesis Rich Parker got it. Sharon at the Ashmore Arms got it. I think Matt at the Canary and Cockerel, Cleveley Arms. Who else got it? Was it Jan at the Box Nows, maybe? It was a toughie last week. I struggled. It was Lust for Life by Iggy Pop last week. That was the one that he did. Like I said to Pablo, if he'd have got his top off singing that, or Sheddie Mercury, I'd have known straight away.
You'd have put you right off.
Never has a top on that man, does he? Iggy Pop.
Michael.
Okay, there we go. So, time for our last game then. And it's time for this one. When it's Friday night and you're feeling in the mood, you've greased it up and you've applied the lube. So stick it in and pull it out. If you get a splinter, it'll probably make you shout. So I'm gonna look right through the glory hole. I'm gonna look right through the glory hole.
Hey, it's Kev here from the Glory Hole Garden Pub in Telford. Welcome to Through the Glory Hole.
Hi, Kev. So Kev has been in touch. He's sent me some clues, and you've got to guess what's through the glory hole. Now, don't forget, it could be either a beer lover. He will let us know, but it's usually either a beer lover, a brewery, or it's a pub shed. Okay, so it could be any of those things. Okay, so first of all, let's have our first clue.
This week through the Glory Hole, you're going to need to guess the brewery. Established in 2021, and they are based on a farm in East Hertfordshire.
There we go. Clue number one. And it is a brewery we're looking for. Established in 2021, based on a farm in East Hertfordshire. Anything springing to mind so far? No? It's only one clue. No. It's not much at this stage. Let's have clue number two from Kev.
Their top beer on Untapped is Fuzz, a 4.5% pale ale, which I've had and is very nice.
Top beer on Untapped, Fuzz, 4.5%. I reckon Andy's just pulled a beer off the shelf, so we'll get the last clue on before we reveal what the answer is. Dave, have you got any ideas?
I mean, I was going to say Rivington.
Well, they've got the
farmyard
Yeah.
But I don't even know where they're based. So
This is a one-man band. This one.
a bad
I'll
man
put-
one.
If you're good with brewery logos, Dave, the last clue might help. So here we go.
In their logo, they have replaced one of the letters with a cheeky little smiley face.
So one of the letters in this logo has been replaced with a cheeky smiley face.
This brewery's on my list for Dick and Ed's Pub Shed Lives.
Have we got a picture of this logo that you've?
We will.
It's basically like two little eyes, a nose, and a mouth replaces an O.
I
No
can't have
idea.
had that video in then if I've not had
You
the
haven't
glass.
had
If
it.
we're going to do it on Dick,
I don't think you've had any of their beers. To be
no,
honest
okay
with you.
then. If we're doing it on Dick and Ed, it's something that I've not had before. Then
I think they are a brewery that are available on Bruiser now as well. So they are one of the ones that you
Correct.
can get through a Bruiser
They get them on
subscription.
Plus now and again as well.
Yep. So
It's my good friend Jack Barron at Barron Brewing Company.
there we go. And there's the logo for you, Dave. Simple but effective logo as well.
Yeah, it's great. This was the first beer I had, and I mainly bought it because it's called Hitchhiker, and it's just got. I think it goes with Dave's decanter. It's a massive thumbs up.
That's
I've
brilliant.
got somewhere he can put that thumb.
And it's funny because they put this on the can label, and then I don't think they thought about putting it on the pump clips. So when they put it on the pump clips, they actually broke the image in half and twisted the top bit of the thumb round to fit it on the pump clip. Quite
That's funny.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So big thanks to Kev. Let's just listen to Kev.
Well done if you got it right. This week through the glory hole, it was Barron Brewing. Hope you have a good weekend. Cheers.
Cheers, Kev.
Bye, Kev.
And that was Through the Glory Hole. And this week it was Barron Brewing. Okay. Time for Pub Shed of the Week. And I don't think I've had an answer from these as of yet because time differences, you see. So the bar I've picked is this one. It's Peepers Pub Shed. So Peepers _pub _shed. They are based in Massachusetts, I believe, in a place called Westport, I think it is. Let's get a bit more information on them for you. But up on screen for our YouTube viewers, you'll be able to see some pictures of their account and everything. Yeah, Westport in Massachusetts in the US. It's a great looking place. So just to go through a little bit of the detail and stuff with you, look at some of the pictures of the bar. It's a huge looking place, and in fact, it's a bit like in style the Dutch Barn a little bit, isn't it? So yeah, so Dean in Lincolnshire with his Dutch Barn. It's a very similar sort of shape to that, really. There's some great pictures on there.
I quite like the shape of them pubs, especially like Dean's with the roof and stuff. Obviously, I am not vertically challenged, like stuff, and I'm a little bit too tall for my bar. And I looked at one of these for next year to replace this with, because as you can tell, because I thought it'd be quite a high roof.
So you've looked at this style as a potential replacement.
Yeah, because obviously they're going to be a lot taller ceilings, aren't they?
Very tall, very tall. Yeah, and they do look really smart and different. I mean, I love some of the features that they've got in the bar. They've got a clock in there made out of Jack Daniel whiskey bottles, the different varieties of Jack Daniel whiskey bottles, all lit up, lights inside it and everything. Absolutely love that. I think it's brilliant. A really fancy jukebox, proper old style jukebox in there as well. It's a decent sized place. The bar looks really cool. Decorated nicely, obviously TV, flooring down and everything. Just looks like a proper, well thought out place in terms of where they put everything, how they've sort of got it, everything fitted in there. I really, really like it. Peepers _pub _shed. Yeah, sadly didn't get any more information from them, but obviously
they have a chalkboard where everybody who attends writes a little message on it as well. That's
very good.
So that's pretty cool.
Oh, I can see that. It's so if it's just sort of like next to the bar, isn't it? Next to the TV. Yeah, that's good. That they like a Knob Creek.
Who doesn't?
I see that's one of their popular tipples that they have in their bar. Arcade
Do they want to
machine.
put it in the knob? I mean,
Yeah, get your knob out.
I like they've got the arcade machine in there as well. I've been looking at those like tabletop arcade machines.
They actually have a Bartesian, which is a cocktail making machine. I've seen these. So a bit like the physics type thing. But what you do is you put your spirits on, measured out in bottles either side. There's like 4 different places. So I think you can put like spirits on one side and whatever mixes on the other. And then you can program it to mix you a cocktail for you, and it blitzes it all together and puts it through and into your glass.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're quite expensive, I think. But yeah, they've got one. And they've got like different kits that you can get that give you like the things to fill up, basically. Looks good.
Very good. I've seen something that something quite unique as well. They've got like a statue of a sergeant in there as well, like a soldier in the corner, wearing a scarf as well.
Sarge.
Yeah, Sarge they call him. He's got Buzzards Bay brewing scarf on as well. Stood in the corner, so that's good. But yeah, it's just a really, really like unique looking place. And the landlord and landlady, I believe, just from looking at their posts and doing a bit of snooping, I believe might be. Oh, is it? We are Brad and Jen. There you go. So Brad and Jen, and there's a picture you can. You can go through some of their like posts and things like that as well. There's loads to look at. It's a great account. And yeah, I don't know how long they've been there, but I don't know if it's one that went under the radar a little bit, but I know they've kind of posted fairly recently within the last sort of week or so. So they are active on there. So yeah, give them a follow. Peepers_pub_shed. And yeah, that's in Westport in Massachusetts. So there we go. Good stuff.
Cool.
So what are we both up to at the weekend? Well, we know what you're doing, Dave. You're Andy. You're on the putty, so
yeah, I'm being putty up the putt on Friday night. Football Saturday. It's concessions for £5, taking the old man, treating him.
They pay you a £5?
I think they should pay me a £5.
I thought you turned the corner, though, haven't you? You've turned a corner.
Oh, we've turned some corners.
Yeah, but they keep going around in circles.
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, I mean, we played Rotherham last week. That can't show you much, can it? Really? I mean, 3 points is 3 points. I'll take it. But yeah, I heard you mention on last week's podcast, and I forgot to say before, was about non-alcoholic beers tasting like beans.
Yes,
like beans. Now, I've always said non-alcoholic beers always have a metallic taste to them.
Yes.
Always. Lagers do it. They started doing IPAs. I'm a big advocate and an associate of Mash Gang. And if you do drink non-alcoholic beers, go check them out because theirs are crazy. But I got kindly sent these from Lucky Saint, which are hazy IPA.
Oh, okay.
These taste like an hazy IPA. It's actually really weird because you don't get any of that metallic taste. Not at all. Like it's really, they really are. I actually looked twice at it to think, have they just sent me like some normal hazy IPAs? But these are available in Tesco's, I think, now for like £4.
Are they? Oh, good. I'll have to have a look for them then.
I forgot to mention them. But yeah, so I kindly got sent these. So I've had one. But they're very good. Sunday afternooners, I guess.
But it's booming though, isn't it? The zero alcohol market now. It's absolutely
January,
booming.
and then everybody gets. Putty's like the signal to get battered again. It's back. That's what I said. I just said that the guys at Verdant are onto an absolute killer, aren't they? Because they know everybody's gasping for a massive banger, and they release it at the right time, back end of January, where people are kind of like, you know what, I'm going to treat myself. I've been good. I'm going to go down the pub.
2 weeks of being good.
I've done 2 weeks. I've been ever so nice. Probably been miserable. So I'm going to treat myself.
Maybe this is like what Dave's doing. Instead of he's not actually just into Guinness. He's just doing this as his dry January. He's just drinking Guinness instead of doing dry January.
Guinness January.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't know if there's an actual term for it.
Black Jan.
Oh, Kev knows. I think it's like we said. I think you said it last week. Was like a lot of people do dry January. Everybody does soaking wet January. They don't really care. I'm doing a mildly damp version of it, but I'm just trying to cut down in general. I think because I think Dave, you pointed at the other week. You were like, "How many beers have I got? How many do I need?" You've got like how many beers have you got through out of that stockpile behind you?
None
This week. None.
I've still got a Fuss Club box from before Christmas. In fact, beginning of December. And guess what? I've got another one coming this week. I said I wasn't going to buy any more beer, and I did 50. I've done it. The Sure Shot box. I purposely I'm having to drink.
You need a stock room.
You know, Dave's bar isn't actually that small in height. It's just that his floor is now made up of boxes that he's ordered and not opened. He's just getting taller and taller. It's now his new floor.
To make it even worse, I saw that Perfect Draft had a sale on some kegs and stuff. And I had 2 empty kegs, and I thought, shit, I need to send these off because I want to get another keg. So now, I don't even want it. I don't even know when I'm going to have it. Because I thought, I can't miss this. You know, it was 32 quid.
Bargain.
With discount. And then obviously I had 2 kegs to send back. So there's tenner, 22 quid. Martin Brewis would have told me off if I didn't buy it.
Dave, you're giving into beer pressure. Not peer pressure, beer pressure.
Beer pressure, yeah.
I think I've got a problem.
The problem is he's got too much beer. So if you live near him, pop round and help him out, will you? But yeah, my dad's coming round Saturday, so I'm gonna he'll be well sozzled. But I don't think he'll be on the beer too much because I missed last week because my mum was in hospital. She's had a hernia operation. She's recovering fine, but she is depending on my dad doing a lot of stuff, which if anybody's ever met my dad, that's more hard work, bless him. So, yeah.
Did he enjoy...
My mum actually started listening to this now small-time radio station, and she said, God, it's a bit dry.
Oh...
so there, she might listen in this. What's it? So you never know.
That's it. You should have to make a request.
Yeah, put a request in. Yeah.
Did he enjoy his Belgian blue?
That went. Oh yeah, he hadn't even seen you since Christmas Day. So I'd got the Camden Owls on here, which I've got another one on, which is nearing completion. And then my dad had the Belgian blue. So Sam's dad was drinking that, and my dad was drinking the Belgian blue. I was try and get through my back catalogue. And he was like, I'll have another one of them. It was his birthday on the Boxing Day, so there was literally like a pint left in it, so I took it round. I'll finish this off.
Nice one. Good stuff. Dave, yourself, what you up to at weekend?
Well, instead of stopping at home drinking all the beer I've got, I'm going out to drink a pub's beer.
You're going out?
So, we're not out. We're just going out. It's not out, it's just out.
Popping out.
So we've got babysitter. We're just going out for a few drinks to a family friends family party, whichever you want to call it. And then Saturday night, I'll probably have a few beers in the bar. But I've got work Sunday. I swore to everything. I weren't going to work weekends anymore, but they offered me a good little Brucey for it, so I couldn't turn it down. So,
oh well.
I'm actually off Friday, so I'm off Friday as well. So I might go for a beer somewhere in the daytime.
Or 19.
Yeah, but unfortunately, not like Dunny's got putty on tap this weekend at Trentham. I've got to wait till the following week to get putty at Pinno's.
Oh, okay.
Because he didn't get the register on time.
Oh,
but he has managed to get hold of a keg and some cans. So there's a few of us going down on the Wednesday night for a few beers, Lloyd and a few others.
Good stuff. Sounds good. I can't remember what I'm doing. I don't think much. I think Sheffield Wednesday are playing again. We're a bit stuck up and down. Can't decide if we're going to go on a winning streak. But we keep doing really well, and then having to play someone we're definitely not going to beat, like Southampton.
I think you're playing Coventry, aren't you?
Is it Coventry? Because we've got Yeah, it might be actually because we've got like Coventry in the cup as well. I think they're all really
Yeah.
close together. Yeah, it's Coventry. So yeah, that's us getting another spanking in it. So anyway,
I mean, they left Leicester a new one the other night, didn't they? So
that's it. And then obviously we've got the Leicester game in about a month's time. Is it? Just over a month's
13th
time.
February.
we've got Leicester on the. We've got Leicester in 13th of Feb, I think. So,
No, that's Wednesday.
Wednesday, the opposite way.
That'd be good.
We've got Stoke. Stoke have got you at some point in that point.
I'll have a look.
Literally, Stoke first, I think, and then Sheffield Wednesday, or vice versa, within 2 weeks.
I can tell you. Let me have a quick
should
look.
know.
Quick look.
You should know
I
whether you've
should
been
know.
diehard.
Watford, Leeds. Sheffield
back
Wednesday on the 13th.
They are.
Stoke on the 3rd. 3rd of
There
Feb.
you go.
Stoke away.
There you go.
So there you go. So Stoke first, and then Sheffield Wednesday.
Well, there we go. Then we'll have we'll be closer to the end of the Ale and Audio Cup then, won't we, as well?
We'll already know by then.
Yep, that's right. What number we're going for?
4.
Number 4. Shall we talk a little bit longer?
No,
Andy?
because I have lost it. Talk amongst yourself.
Talk amongst yourself.
Oh man,
No, found it.
He's got it. Number 4. Here we go.
Dave should be a fact of the week. Dave should be a fact of the week. Dave should be a fact is here for you.
Guinness related.
Obviously.
Everybody thinks that Guinness is full of iron. You're wrong. There's no iron in it.
Is it not?
No.
Oh. See you later.
Yeah.
bye.